This function here, we call it the semicircle function because when you graph it, it ends up being a semicircle like you see over here. Now, it's important to note that for this function to make sense, if you look at the column on the left-hand side, I need to have a value for r. And right now, I've assigned r the value of 1 if you look at the slider there. And if you look at that and then compare it to the circle, you'll notice that, hey, when r is 1, the radius of this semicircle is 1 as well. But look at this. If I start changing the value of r, okay, let me shift r to, bigger numbers. Let's go to let's say the value of 2. Okay. Well, when r is 2 in the equation, in my graph, I also have a radius of 2 because again, from the middle, okay, to the right, to the top, and to the left here are all 2 units away. Okay, and that allows me to r is essentially the radius in this case. And you can see, when I start increasing it, it gets bigger and bigger. I have to kind of zoom out. And there we go. And what happens when it gets down to 0, by the way? Well, if something has no radius, it's basically a point. That's what you get. What about for negative radiuses? Well, you get the same thing because r in this case is squared, so you're always going to get a positive value underneath the root sign. But we only care about, positive values of r because that's what we're used to using. Now in this case here, let's just go for r equals 4. The domain of the function is actually an interval, and it's every x value from -4 over here to 0 to +4, including those endpoints. So I can put in x equals -4 or +4. It doesn't exclude those. As far as the range goes, well, it's everything along the y-axis, so everything down here, okay, from the y-axis all the way up to 4. So my range is going to be all the y values from 0 to +4, whereas my domain is everything from -4 to +4. There is an axis of symmetry here. Obviously, semicircles are symmetrical along any diameter, but if we look here, right down the middle on the y-axis, we have a symmetry on the left and right hand side.